Hi everyone, my name is Daisy.
Hi guys, my name is Ruth and welcome back to the Rooted and Ready podcast powered by NAYNET. Oh, we are so excited to be back. In this podcast, we equip, empower and resource the youth worker. So please join us as we have this beautiful conversation. Daisy.
Hi everybody.
What's
Did we say Happy New Year? The last time we were here, we
Yeah.
said Merry Christmas.
Yeah, but
So,
is it already too late into
is
the
it-
year?
Until Easter.
Eh.
Yeah, we're saying Happy New Year.
Okay,
But it's so
guys.
good to see you guys, Ruth. It's so good to have you here.
Mhm.
We're happy for this conversation. We shoot at the Kuza Podcast Studio, who's an amazing partner of NAYNET, and we're so grateful for the space. And today, we are joined by this beautiful. When they came in, I said, "This is gonna be a really good podcast.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a really
You just
good
felt
episode."
something.
The way you just see people, just like, wow, this is gonna be a good one. So we are gonna have a conversation about being married to a youth worker.
Ooh,
Last year we had conversations with a few youth pastors.
Yeah.
I think we had a conversation with Pastor Sasino and Pastor Odek.
yeah.
And just to see ministry from the youth workers' perspective.
Yeah.
But today we also want to hear perspective from someone who's married
Behind the
Behind the
scenes.
scenes.
We want to know
Married. to a youth worker.
Yes.
So before we begin, I'll allow them to introduce themselves. And then we can start. So yeah, we can begin with the beautiful lady seated next to me.
So my name is Shiko Mwangi Odek. Married to Kelvin Odek, 7 years.
Wow.
3 beautiful children. And I'm glad to be here. Yes.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
And my name is Martha Wairimu Sijenyi. I am married to Pastor Sasino Sijenyi. And we've been married, 15 years?
What?
It's been a minute.
Hey.
What?
We have 3 boys.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, we do ministry together. It's we've been doing this since we've known each other. So it's been quite the journey.
Right.
Interesting, yeah.
Well, that's very interesting. Maybe that's where
Yeah.
we can start.
Yeah.
Where did you guys meet with the youth work? Did you meet in the youth working space?
Yeah, because how she said,
Because how you said you met.
ministry.
Yes,
I
where did you
wonder
guys
Yeah.
meet?
what's up with Chico,
Yeah.
Yeah, we met in the youth ministry space. We were in a parachurch organization. Can I mention names?
Whatever you
Wow.
Well, we
want.
met at Youth for Christ.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people now running to Youth for Christ.
Christ,
Looking
you know
for their
now.
husband.
Google, just in case.
Yes, so Youth for Christ, I joined Youth for Christ fresh from high school. I wanted to be in a space where I could volunteer,
Yeah.
just serve God. So I got introduced. There was an arm of Youth for Christ called Crisis Pregnancy. So we used to do a lot of, behavior change and abstinence kind of training. And Sasino was in the evangelism, nini. We used to meet once a month as every department.
Yeah.
Tulikuwa tunakutana huko, regularly once a month. But then eventually, we started doing a little bit more trainings together. Different organizations would call us and we would go. And that's how we kind of,
Started the
met
conversation.
and
Mhm.
grew.
Mhm.
And we were really good friends
Yeah.
before we even knew we were interested in each other.
Like that, okay.
Like that, Yeah, so that's where we met.
Okay. In the
Mm.
youth working space.
Yeah.
Right. Chico?
Well,
Well.
we met at Nairobi Chapel at a church planting conference.
Okay.
Mhm.
So my pastor believed that I have the capacity to plant a church. Now, for the longest time, I was like, I do not want to get married to a pastor or anyone who's serving in
Ministry,
church.
yeah.
Like I just wanted someone who we go to church with
Yes.
and then we go back home.
Mhm.
But God had other plans. So in his head, this is his story. That was the first time we met. But I think that was the second time we met because he'd been coming to. So I used to go to Nairobi Chapel CBD. So he'd come, I think like 2, because we used to meet on Thursdays. I think he came for 2. And a friend introduced us. So I kept forgetting his name, Odek, who's called Odek. And so this day, after the first session, he just followed me.
Yeah.
And he followed me, by the way. I know he followed me.
This is Shiko's story. And
Yes.
the one
He
we're
followed
believing.
me.
Yeah.
Came to where I was, and he just asked for my number. This one's for just give me your number. So
Straight
me,
to
I'm
the
like,
point.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like,
Give him my number, and then he followed me to church
hey,
that very same night.
hey.
And then that's how the conversation started. And yeah, we got married, and here we are.
Wow.
Yes.
7 years
7 years later.
So we met in church.
in church.
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
Serving different departments, but we still met in church. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So,
Alright.
okay, sorry.
Okay, yeah, you go, Ruth.
No, I'm saying, so now we're here in this space. You're married now into ministry. How has that journey been? Like, I don't know if you two individually are also in ministry, serving also in different spaces, or how has that balance been? Do you actually work with your spouses currently as you're seated here?
I think once you're married to someone who's in ministry, I think it's totally different from someone who's doing corporate or something else, because this involves people. So you really have to be involved.
Yeah.
At some point, you have to be involved, in as much as you're probably not a youth worker or just working in church. Just the fact that you're doing life with people. So you will meet with people, which means at some point you will be serving, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Or whether you know it or not, you will be serving. Yeah, I think for me, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like I think there's a statement Sasino had said about it's sometimes unfair the pressure that is also put
on the
spouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who have the calling. Have you ever felt that like it's now pressure on you also, and yet the calling maybe wasn't yours?
Yeah.
Yes. But then I think for us, it's understanding. One, I come from a family that, hey, everyone serves in church. So both our parents are pastors. And you know those things you've seen your parents where it's mostly our moms.
Yeah.
So our fathers tend to also be involved in the ministry without them knowing. Those ones they're the ones who are dropping their wives. They sit in meetings they have no business being in and such things. But for us, it got to a point where I was like, one, you're the one who's in ministry.
Yeah.
So I will do what I'm able to do, but also for you, don't expect so much from me. So because of that, I think even in church, it was very, Shiko does what she can do.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Anything else, I will not.
Interesting.
And that has always been like that.
Yeah.
I will do what I'm able to do. So probably if you have a certain expectation, that's on you. And I will not pressure myself to do that.
Okay.
Because I also saw it now with my mom.
Yeah.
She was just like, no, dad is not going to do ABCD. I'm the one who is called. I don't know about mother. Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, wow.
I think for me,
Yeah.
first we've been in very many churches.
Okay.
And I feel like in every church, there's a different expectation on the pastor's wife. So there are churches where they are very, like the boundaries are clear.
Yeah.
It is your husband that is the pastor and you're not expected to do anything. And, you know, in those spaces, then I can be like, I can do only this much. I'm not interested. But then there are other churches that when they take you, you come as a package.
Yeah. Okay.
You play the husband's, you play the wife, the pastor's wife.
Yeah.
You have expectations. But I feel like because he's been assisting, you know, youth pastoring for a while, it wasn't so heavy.
Yeah.
It wasn't out of my comfort zone. It was, we are hosting the teens, we are hosting the youth,
Yeah.
we are going out, we are going hiking. I mean, all things, good things. I think for me, the flip happened when he became the senior pastor.
Okay.
And oh my goodness, that one. That one gave me pressure.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was internal pressure because I was now there thinking, mimi sasa ndio tegemeo.
Ni mimi wanategemea.
You?
You know, when you're the senior pastor, so yani maombi, prayers, all those women's
the
meetings.
ladies' ministry.
You feel like
Yeah.
there is it's unspoken. It's like an unspoken role.
Yeah.
There is a lot of expectation on you, and I felt it. I felt like I'm not imposter syndrome,
Yeah.
kind of like sijatosha mboga.
Yeah.
You guys, you're expecting too much from me. Hey, me pray for the whole nation. As in, I don't know. It's different. It's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
But I think for me, my husband has been very easy with allowing me to be myself, you know, and not giving me a lot of expectations up until he was senior pastor. But that's true. But now he, I think just like Shiko has said, it's when you're a pastor, it's different from other, you know, corporate jobs. The man needs your support.
Yeah.
He might not say it. He might not command it of you, or what is it like, demand it from you. But you know, for him to succeed in the thing that God has called him to do, you need to support him. You need to, pray for him. You need to be involved. So, and I feel like that comes without saying that as a pastor's wife. I mean, if you go to places where the pastor's wives are not, ata maybe see washirika wa church, because it's possible, like where pastors' wives are not. There's a way maybe some people take pastoring as a career, so that it is a career. It's a job like any other. But then there are others that take it as a calling. So it's like their life. It's like, it's not just for the paycheck, no? Yeah. So, and I feel like that really, if you're called to be a pastor and it's a calling and it's your life, then you need your spouse or your wife to be really involved
in it. Wow. Yeah, amazing.
I like that. I like what Martha has said, that especially for work like being a pastor, or a calling like being a pastor, then you as a spouse or the wife, you need to support him, whether it's said or unsaid, for him to succeed. And so maybe there's a youth worker who's watching this, or a spouse who's watching this, and they're wondering, okay, we got married. He's a youth pastor. He's not necessarily saying he needs support, but what are practical ways you can support him in the work that he's doing to ensure that he's succeeding? Maybe you still have a corporate job, right? Maybe you still have a 9 to 5, but he's in the work of the ministry. So how do we support them so that at least we bear the to saidiane? Yeah.
Prayer. Prayer is number one, because you also need that wisdom, because you see he's dealing with different people, different backgrounds, personalities, and all that. So number one, prayer. And as Mother said, you have to. I think those things you're like, I never thought, because I'm an introvert, and then my house is always occupied by humans. You
make such a nice. What are those things
the scones and the biscuits. You're such a good host. So
I've never had those hosts.
Okay.
Because have you ever entered? You're always at the gate. You come up on a line, but you always have to. And again, as Mother said, you must. I can't. Those things for. I think the last thing we did, sometime last year, was getting a young person in the middle of the night from somewhere and taking her home. That was not something that I imagined. Those ones I'm supposed to be in bed, in my house. But then it's ministry.
Yeah.
Ministry doesn't come the way you want. It doesn't, it's not convenient. It's definitely going to take you out of your box. And for me, it has. Those ones for people need to come home. They want to come home, and I just can't say no.
Yeah.
Because, again, I think for some of them, that's where they find peace.
Yeah.
And if my house is where you're going to find peace, by all means, come.
Yeah.
And I think it got to a point, even people in church just couldn't understand. Those ones for how. Because we'll be going somewhere with the deck, and I'm like, you guys take the key. The house is open.
Wow.
Knock yourselves out.
Wow.
Just take care of it. Don't burn down the house.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
So it's definitely going to take you out. So number one, prayer, supporting the ministry, and just asking God for wisdom for him as well. But you also, for me, I think prayer is that one thing, because without prayer, I don't think I'd have done certain things. It has really taken me out of that place and learning how to support him. Because it's one thing when I want to support him a certain way, but then I also don't know what he wants. And also
really
communication.
Yeah.
I also have to ask, okay, what season are you in? And how can I be there for you?
Yeah.
How do I pray for you? So those things, like right now we're in a season of transition. So How do you want me to be there for you?
How do I show up for you? Yeah.
How do I pray for you?
Yeah.
How do I support you? And understanding those times, I think for me, I'm those ones for mbona hatuongei?
Yeah. Okay.
Like, why are
That
you not talking
pushes,
to me?
Yeah.
Why? And then for him, he's like, not now. I'm like, why? Not now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
want
want
now.
I want to know now.
But now understanding
Yeah.
that my now is not his now. And being that peace for myself, because also I'm working myself out, honestly. All I have to do is, umesema hivyo, sawa, utakam, tutaongea. And yeah, I think those three for me. Communication, prayer, and
the wisdom.
Yeah.
Just ask God for
Yes.
wisdom. Amazing. Wow.
Miss Babes.
Wow. So ushasema kila. Okay, so
Huwezi kosa kitu ya kusema.
I'm thinking 2 points.
Yeah.
Point number 1 is I feel like agreeing with him is important. Because most of the time, like just the way Shiku has said, there will be a lot of things that you will be called upon to do, or like I'm remembering one time we had these teens wanting to come over to our house. Na Sasino washamwambia, "Ai kujeni, come for a sleepover ni nini?"
Not a
But I'm looking at Sasino, I'm like, but we don't have any money in this house.
Yeah.
Between me, you, and poverty,
we
we have 200 shillings. What shall we do?
Yeah.
You know? And he's like, don't worry, we'll sort it. We'll sort it. We'll sort it. And it's easy for you to have a disagreeing spirit.
Yeah.
Because you're feeling like it's not possible. It's not going to work. At we are going to visit who? At what time? It's not possible. What about the children? It's not going to work.
Yeah.
So I feel like having an agreeing spirit supports the ministry in a big way. Then number 2 that's coming to my mind is, pastors are very attractive people.
Very.
They are so handsome.
Hallelujah.
People say the anointing is attractive.
Anointing is
It's the
attractive,
anointing
yeah.
that is
The
attractive.
anointing.
No,
yeah.
plus the humans are
The humans,
they're-
yeah,
they're
but
very-
the humans,
People
okay.
pedestalize.
Yeah, that anointing,
Pastors.
yeah, it's you put them on.
They look at them and feel like model man.
Yes.
Model,
Exactly.
there's a way they do that.
Yeah.
And I think that one of the ways that I can help my husband as a pastor is to be in those spaces where he can be easily compromised.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that I'm helping out in that area.
Yeah.
Kuna mama fulani anataka tu maombi.
Yeah, like
Kila saa nataka tu maombi.
I'm a certain sister.
than in
She needs
person.
counseling. And I mean, and it could be genuine.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But even in that space, how can I help him? And he will ask, come we go talk to this person.
Yeah.
Na naweza feel ni kama, I want to go do other things, but I can also go and help him because you avoid a lot of misconstrued pray for those women. Be involved in those women's lives. Because your husband, if it is not you, it is your husband.
Yeah.
Okay, or their pastor.
Yeah.
So I feel like that is a very important part that a pastor's wife plays.
Oh,
That
that's-
is
yeah.
so brilliant. I'm thinking, what?
Be in the spaces.
Yeah.
Of easy
As a youth
compromise.
pastor, I don't even know what to say about youth pastors because youth pastors now, they have all the teenage girls and
And
The white
everybody's saying,
peas.
Pastor, I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
But
and
that is such a practical way
Yeah.
that the wife can play. Number one, for her not to feel like she's being left behind, and as the motions of ministry move forward. But also, what I'm feeling is also being a guard for your husband.
Yeah.
Because when you're there are things that genuinely can happen. So just that practicality of you are it's like you're the watchman for him. Both spiritually, you're praying for him, but also just physically. That if this girl is coming to say maybe she's this and this and this is happening, your wife is there. And that's such a practical way to help them. Wow.
and that's how you find
That's
yourself
very brilliant.
doing ministry
Just,
even
yeah.
without
Yeah.
In the, like,
planning
you're just
on
there,
it.
you're already thinking that you're going to be
Yeah.
in ministry, but here you are.
Yeah.
being
And
part
it's
of
a
people,
good way
yeah.
to actually do the ministry because it's, yes, you're doing the ministry, but also you're standing in your position as a wife. Yeah. It's not just about the ministry, but you're also standing in your position as a wife.
Yeah.
Wow.
And even just in that you're saying about agreeing about everything, what about conflict? Sometimes you can differ, and sometimes people who are maybe married in ministry, they over spiritualize everything. Conflict. Yeah. So now like everything now is made spiritual. So how's that conflict been like in your journey, 7 years, 15 years, to handle conflict without over spiritualizing it? How do those conversations go about without now being silent, being avoidant, but dealing with it? How can even the youth can look and say, okay, how do we deal with this conflict? Because the wife is just like, you always saying it's all about the devil. It's about, God is calling you to do this now. But why can't you just talk to me like a man or speak to me like a woman? How do you handle the conflict over the years? Have you handled it?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
That's a really good. In fact, I'm even thinking about like a thing I went through. It was a conference, and it was talking about how do you serve while hurting, right? Because that's such a real situation.
Yeah.
That you can be fighting with your husband, who is the pastor.
Yeah.
But you still have to show up.
Yeah.
And so how do I present myself authentically? Whilst I'm thinking, your pastor, you guys, you don't know your pastor.
You know what I know your pastor.
While I'm hurting.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that we've done over time is we prioritize. Okay. We've done, because sometimes a pastor can also feel like I need to do it all. But the truth is, you can prioritize. You can get, and when I'm speaking about prioritizing, it's because I'm thinking, the biggest conflicts comes when maybe I feel that you are overcommitting to the church as opposed to your family. Or even overcommitting the family's finances, right? So, I like what Chico said. When it comes to we are going through something, na sisi ukiniongelesha mbona uongei? Why aren't you talking? Because then it means that you need to constantly be talking.
Yeah.
And that's easier said than done. Yeah. All right. However, prioritizing comes in play when now you're like, okay, so we have a sick child, ama we have school fees, ama we have to go for this thing, but you want to go there, you want to be with those people. It feels like it's no longer your people, it's his people, That's when you have to sit down and prioritize. Always have a team around you. I feel like having people who you can easily delegate to is important. So that when you're going through something and you're feeling like today I will not be able to take people through Bible study, who can I? Because I want to intentionally make sure that I'm healthy, and not, because burnout is not necessarily because you're doing too much. Sometimes it's just because you've not taken enough to be able to give out. So how are you prioritizing your family, which is a source of you taking in, Cindy, or you refreshing yourself? And so that everything can run well. Because the people of God will suffer. They will 100% suffer if your family is suffering.
Exactly. True. Wow.
I don't know if I've made sense.
You have.
You have.
Chico.
Wait. Let me tell you, if there's something I've discovered marriage will do, it will bring out the real you. One, I discovered I'm a very petty human being. I'm extremely petty.
Marriage does that. Just removes your pettiness.
And so I think conflict for us, we've really come a long way. He's stubborn, I'm stubborn. So I think the first time we had a conflict, he walked out. I was like, hey,
excuse me,
Jesus. But then I think for me, I just sat him down and I was like, anytime we have a conflict, one, please never walk away from me. This is how it makes me feel. Explained, yeah, Newton. I'm telling you, the Lord has brought me from yo. But when it comes to conflict, again, if we do not talk, one, we're leaving space for the enemy to come in. And so I think the longest we went was, I think, a week. We were not talking to each other. Tulikuwa tunapitana kama kwa nyumba. This one's for kwa until our daughter walikuwa natoka kazi. So it was the same place.
Yeah.
So they were coming back home. And our daughter was like, Daddy, kiss mom. Those ones for sister, what are these?
She's
The
noticed
child,
something.
the child.
But then after that, yeah, he did.
Mm.
And then we just sat and talked.
Mm.
So this and this can't happen anymore.
Yeah.
We cannot go, even if it's how bad it is.
Yeah.
Let's not petisha it for a day.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
Because if we do, we are allowing the enemy.
True. Giving him
And
room.
now when it comes to ministry, that's an extra load. As Mother said, you find certain things are taking priority
Yeah.
to the marriage or the home, especially when it comes to ministry. And now as the wife, you have to call him out on certain things.
Okay.
You get, and
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, you need that wisdom,
Yeah.
even for you to call those things out
Exactly.
and not it seeming like you're attacking the ministry.
attack.
Yeah. Wow. Mm.
And so I think the first time I was like, you know what, I get, because yeah, wake ni senior pastor. Mine was working under certain people.
Yeah.
And so I had to be like, listen, there are other pastors in that church.
Mm.
They can also take up that load.
Oh,
Imagine you're not going.
Yeah.
Because you see, it figures a point. Now the stress that he has,
Is now.
Manze, it comes home.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait, so I am carrying the burdens of this house,
And then
our marriage, and then now you're bringing
Ministry.
extra.
Yeah.
I know.
Like that.
You must take a break.
Mm.
And so conflict, learn how to solve it. Don't let it go on for too long. Because then you're like, you start becoming comfortable with the silence.
Yeah.
Because you're not dealing with it.
Ah.
So why
Yeah.
should I deal with it? Alafu, of course, when you're dealing with it, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. You'll cry tears. You'll crowd. And so you don't want that. It's very comfortable. And so I've learned to, if you're having a conflict, I have to put my pride down.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, if we had a conflict and he leaves, probably going to work or a meeting, I'd stay back and I just ask God, by the time he's coming back, please give me wisdom on how to deal with this.
Yeah.
Take my pride, take all those, just give me wisdom on how to deal with this. And even for him as he goes,
Yeah.
deal with him and give him wisdom so we also don't prolong this thing because it will now start affecting the home.
Yeah. The home.
So conflict at the end of the day, it's a marriage. It's two people, two very different people.
Yeah.
You will have conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will have conflict. But now you still have to deal with that
Yeah.
conflict.
Exactly.
Yes.
Wow. Hey. My goodness.
Such
Jeez.
wise women.
Hey.
Hallelujah.
How to call
Babes, we are white.
how to call them out without feeling like it's an
Yeah,
attack
Yes.
on their
attack.
ministry.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, that's actually, it needs wisdom.
That one calls out the
only.
tone.
Yeah.
It's not what you're
It needs
saying.
deliverance.
It's how you're
Even me, my
saying
tone
it.
needs deliverance.
Father, deliver me from my tone.
It's my tone, Lord. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
Yeah,
So
that's amazing.
maybe I'd like to ask, so conflict is happening, life is happening, because as much as someone's a pastor, life is still happening, the things of life are still happening. And we're inviting the young people into our homes, right? They're coming into our homes, they're in our
To a
space.
space, yeah.
How then do we ensure that? Because as Martha has said, sometimes we pedestalize.
Yeah.
Mm.
We put them on a
ped-
pedestal, yeah.
But then now we're allowing them to come to our homes. How do we ensure that when they come into our homes, they see an actual representation of how a marriage or a family should be, so that they don't have a warped idea of, let's say our pastor's marriage is very perfect. Yeah, right? So they are able to know that marriage is good, it has its issues, but it's a wholesome experience. I don't know if the question makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
Well, for me, my house always has young people. Guy. Always. Which is a good thing. Because, I mean, I'm always like, the kids now have older siblings or
older,
whatever.
yeah.
And for me, I'm like, you're my siblings, you're my children.
Yeah.
Mix them, gather them.
Yeah.
What I've learned, and funny enough, I didn't know we were doing it. They're actually the ones who pointed it out.
Yeah.
You guys were there during our vow renewal. And so during, they wrote a poem. And the statement that stuck out was, you've shown us that you people are very imperfect. we have seen you. And it was very shady though. By the way, Ryan, that was Ryan. That was very shady.
This is your moment to tell him.
You threw major shade on us. But what he said was, Shiko, you're not perfect. Or Dek, you're not perfect. And you've shown us what true marriage is because you have never shown us marriage to be perfect.
Yeah.
You people have fought in front of us. And we have still seen you resolving your issues in front of us. Of course, it's not the major fight.
Yeah.
Those ones you're like, it would have been done.
Bad die. Shelf it.
But you see, those tiny, petty, exactly, still shows ministry. Those ones of course, it's not a perfect marriage.
Yeah.
It will never be a perfect marriage. But you still find a way to resolve it.
Yeah.
And so for me, that's an answer. Those ones yes, we show them, they see. Because you see, they're in your space. Literally, they're in your space. And they're not going anywhere.
It can be hard to fake it for all that time.
And your husband is also not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So for us,
like
that has worked. Where even without knowing, we've shown them that side of marriage.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I like that. They're not going anywhere and your husband's not going anywhere. So
might as
rather
well.
just have life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave.
I think that's a very interesting question because I feel like someone can only know you well, and even young people can only know us well if we are living our lives together. It's literally the definition of discipleship.
Thank you. Yes.
Because I mean, on Sunday you'll never see me and Sasino fight.
Yeah.
Never.
Shall never ever. We're smiling.
Came to church prim and proper.
Hallelujah. But if you come to my house, right?
You're bound to see.
If you come to my house, you will see my flaws as a homemaker. Because sitatoa vumbi yote because unakuja, you get it?
Yeah.
It shall be the way it is. You will see my flaw as a mother, right? You will see my flaw as even a cook. And you will see me as an authentic or as a home wife.
Yeah.
And it will not be staged, right? I'm not planning to do a snide remark, but it will come out.
Yeah.
You get, I mean, and I feel like, I don't know that we intentionally set out to model a wholesome marriage, but I think that when people are in your life, even your children, when they are in your life, even though you think you're hiding stuff that are gory, they will seep out.
Yeah.
Right? So, I feel like discipleship is that. It's that when people are seeing you live out your life, they are seeing you in the pits by maybe mumekuja na siku ready. I'm in my dera, I'm not showered yet. But they will also see me being vulnerable to my children or to my husband, but also they will also see me laughing, enjoying life, being jokey, you know? So I feel like only when people are with you is when people can really see the wholesomeness of your life.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the beauty about youth ministry, because youth ministry seeps out of church and into your life, into your house.
Yeah.
It's very rare ati mama ati they're coming to do sleepovers. You get like that never. but like young girls would come. You know, the teens will come. They'll experience my life.
Yeah.
And that in itself is discipleship. It's showing them that this is how it is, right? Yeah, and I feel that's the only way someone can witness. The you know how you live your life. Have I answered?
You
have
answered
this
yes, you
question.
Yes, you have.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. And maybe a young youth worker who's just watching, who's maybe recently married, what are some of the expectations that quietly destroy marriages, like that you've seen quietly seep in? Some of the unspoken expectations. Because maybe they're just coming in they're thinking, patia lika, patia wax.
They're new and happy.
Yeah, they're new and
very-
happy, but
oh
then
my gosh.
you don't just direct them. Please, these are some of the expectations. Speak them out because they're unspoken expectations that now destroy the marriage.
Yeah.
You're wondering, why isn't it just as prim and proper as I see Martha and Sasino? It's not going that way. I don't understand. But maybe there's some things they've not expressed that you can just advise and say, hey guys, these are some of the things you need to speak about, please.
And maybe just to add on Ruth's question, they're just like, but we're both born again.
Yeah, but
we love God.
it should make
We
sense.
met in church.
It should be easy.
What's going on?
Yeah. Why is it so hard?
Why is it
like
so
it's supposed to be easy? Then you're like, sit down, come.
Yeah,
Like,
Calm down.
sit them
Take
down
a
here
seat.
and just now
Yeah.
just talk to them.
Yeah. Where? Yes, she. Babe, take it away.
Yo, so that we practice our laughs.
Please, you're going off script.
They're laughing.
Check her Christo. Check her, like a pastor's
Pastor's
wife.
What marriage is not anything but easy. Wow.
And yeah.
Marriage is anything but. I feel like that thing for the definition of a happy marriage is what is misconstrued.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because people think that it will be natural, it will be joyful all the time, it will be smiles, it will be we are vibing, we are on the same page, I don't know, people just think a lot.
Wow, we really do think a lot out here.
Ruth is thinking
Yeah, I'm like, what? It's not that.
no, it's that and a lot more.
Yeah.
It's that and a lot more. However,
Yeah.
if there's one thing that marriage does is that it gets you out of your comfort zone. So there's who you are, Ruth, and
Miss Daisy.
and Miss Daisy. Miss Daisy, you already crossed there.
Hey,
Hashi's
she's
already
married.
crossed.
She's very
Daisy
married.
knows, Miss Daisy knows.
She's very married.
This wasn't planned. As in
Yeah,
the,
sad.
you've said
You
like that. Okay,
know?
speak to me and speak to me directly. Speak with your chest.
Ruth,
Tell me,
where
guys.
were we? Atakuja.
Where are we, Ruth? There's how you do things.
Yeah.
There's who you are. There's what you. There's your default setting for comfort.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. And then there's this other guy who is also in his own zone,
Yeah.
nini. And those comfort zones will collide. Those spaces of basically marriage calls the either spouses to grow.
Yeah.
And if you're not growing, then there will be conflict.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes you're feeling like, yeah, me, I'm all grown up. I can grow no longer because this is too much.
Yeah.
I remember, let me give you an example. When I was married, when I was newly married, I was those ones for, I see something is wrong or I'm feeling like something is wrong, but I don't talk about it. I'm just sitting inside. Like, what? Why would you tell me that? I'm not telling you. Na sit inside. Niko tu hapo hivyo. But you nafanya nini? Eventually, it becomes a big thing in my mind. I have demonized you. I have scenarios in my brain about when you ask me this, I'll tell you that. And it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And I had to learn to communicate. When something I disagree with or I'm not okay with is done immediately. And that was me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because what did that make me feel? It made me feel like I'm petty. I'm also petty, but I don't
I
like
know
it
you
when
are.
it's
It's
seeping out all over you.
I know you.
She's.
I want to look composed.
Yeah.
I don't want to look needy.
Yeah.
I don't want to look like, I want you to know, I'm feeling this is common sense.
Yeah.
Why don't you know? But there's, so I had to learn to say it.
Yeah.
And then after I've learned to say it, now I need to learn to say it with correct tone. After I'm learning to say it with correct tone, now I need to learn to say it the correct time because it's so it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a
So marriage, for you to have a space of harmony, because I feel like it's a harmony you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's an agreeableness. It's for you to get to that space, and it's not fake. You have to learn. There are skills you have to take on, but then you also have to get out of your comfort zone and start working on those things that you need to work on. Right?
Yeah.
So it's not all rosy.
Yeah.
It's that it's the work. Sometimes I feel like what people just don't know is what should I work on? What about myself should I work on? And then when you do know what you need to work on, then how do you go about working on it?
Wow. So identify what you need to work on yourself and just work on it. Get out of that comfort zone of thinking that you're perfect. That's how you are now. You're already grown up, so there's nothing more you need to keep
But
doing.
Shiku has more to say.
Yeah, Shiko seems like has she had expectations.
Yeah, Shiku, you have a lot.
I've gone through it.
Tell us.
Why? Again, me. I think mamangu aliniharibu.
Tell us.
For her, again, the stubbornness, I get it from my mom.
Okay.
She's very stubborn. And hard-headed. By the way, she is. Margaret, you know you are. And
no shade.
But it's actually helped.
Yeah.
A lot, especially in ministry. Because you can at times take on a lot.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to please people.
Yeah, and meet certain expectations.
Exactly. Yeah. So at the end of the day, there will be expectations. Especially if you're newly married. Because again, it's those ones for, see, you're a new wife. You're supposed to be involved. And worse, I think it's those ones for if your husband is in praise and worship or something, you're also expected that you have a voice to sing.
And God knows you cannot sing.
You make a joyful
I
noise.
can't even sing. Passionate, by the way, I can't sing. Odek always makes fun of it. Those ones for Aki atu sijaribu kuimba.
You can't.
We wacha tu. Niachie tu niimbe. Wewe ka. And so you also have to learn what you're capable of doing, what your strengths are. I'm very good when it comes to ushering.
Okay.
And so even in church, youth ministry, I used to be an usher. Because I'm good.
You're good at.
I'm good at ushering.
Yeah.
Singing outside. Admin. Hi. Gone. I'll have the ideas, but when it comes to admin, it's a lie. And so understanding your strengths, but also understanding that you'll grow at some point.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, remember, me didn't want to get married to a pastor.
Yeah.
Which means, pia mi mwenyewe, I'm like, me preaching for what? For who?
Yeah.
So that's why we have pastors. So why am I taking their job?
Yeah.
Alafu. But then, being married to a pastor and our parents being pastors, I found myself preaching. You know those ones for, now what am I even supposed to do with these people?
Yeah.
How are they supposed to listen to me? And also now the imposter syndrome comes in. Those ones for, I always compare myself with Odek.
Yeah.
I'm like, but he delivers it so well. I don't know what. But then I'm like, but I'm not him. He's a man. Let's start with that. So I am definitely not him. And that for me is growth.
Yeah.
So you will grow. It will take you out of your comfort zone.
True.
And you also have to allow yourself to grow. I think there's this thing that says after every 5-10 years, you're married to a new spouse. Like the Sasino that Martha got married to, it's not the Sasino that's there right now.
There's like 3 different versions now.
15
years.
And so that is growth. Because the moment you just, if mother ni yule mother mwenye Sasino alienini, pia Sasino atakuwa zile za sis.
Yeah.
Itabidi.
Please get to the
And
system.
so communicating that with your spouse.
Yeah.
I think I've had to communicate with Odek because I've realized that at certain points in our lives, I've transitioned or I'm going through a transition. And now you have to loop him in.
Yeah.
This one's for, hey bro, this is what's happening. This is how I'm feeling. And that is growth. So how can you help me as I grow? As I go and I grow through this.
Wow.
So you have to grow. And also it doesn't hurt just asking your spouse to help you with that growth if that is where their strength is.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I'm like, okay, fine. I actually enjoy preaching. Now, see, you help me. So how do you come with your, how do you come up with your notes?
Yeah.
How do you articulate certain things? How do you come up with questions? How do you come up with the sermon, whatever title and all those things? But you have to grow.
Yeah.
So as a new wife, a new husband, married to, because it's both ways, by the way. It's both ways. Understand that it will call you to grow and out of your comfort zone at times. And it's all part of growth. And you just look at it as, I'm actually serving God. Because at the end of the day, that's what you're doing.
Good,
You are serving God. So I look at it even now, when we are hosting and we're having people in our house and we're visiting people, you know, all those things. I'm not just visiting someone. It's ministry.
It's ministry.
And that's me actually serving God and serving his people. So you grow without knowing. And even for you, I'm sure there are certain things that you said you won't do, but now marriage and ministry, they forced you to do those things. That's growth. And with time, you find yourself, unafanya tu vitu zingine zenye in your head, you are like, hey, me,
never.
impossible, I will never do those things. But here you are doing them.
Wow. Hey.
But also understanding your limits. Because church and ministry and all those expectations, at times they can make cause strife in a marriage if they're not communicated early. So if you feel, and you're at this one, kuna vile inanipeleka, you just sit down with your spouse and this and this is what I think about this. I'm not ready to do it now. Give me time. So whoever is in the ministry now can go back to whoever is causing that. Because also if you're petty,
come on,
unaweza ongea vitu zingine zitoke that do not represent God. And me, I know myself. So I'd always send a deck. You go do. Because me, if I speak,
it'll come out.
Kuna vile. And so understanding that at times you won't be able to do those things and it's fine. Probably you're not there yet.
True.
Just communicate it.
Communicate it.
Yes.
Wow. Hey.
I think it's important to say, okay, maybe for me it's a bit different because when I got married, Sasino is not a pastor. At me, I was not looking to marry as a pastor, but here we are. But I think when you're at home, hey, to me, he's not a pastor.
That's
he's
a
just
good
a mere man.
That's a good distinction.
Yeah, he is my husband. He is a man in every way. And I feel that distinction is clear. And the opposite is true. When we are in church, he is my pastor.
This is not just a mere man.
He is not my husband per se. And what does that mean? What's the difference really? It's that when he's speaking to me as a pastor, I believe that he's presenting God. You know, when he's my husband, we can argue moja mbili tatu, I guess. But like when he's a pastor, he's represent. There needs to be a demarcation. So when you're from the get-go getting married to a pastor, there's a way, and you're in ministry together, unamuona pale akipreach. So there's a way, there needs to be a demarcation, and you need to be wholesome in all of those aspects as a husband and as a
husband
and
a
pastor wako.
Oh, okay, pastor and husband.
Wako.
Amazing.
I love this. This is so nice.
This conversation is actually quite.
It's so
I think it's necessary.
It is. So maybe as we're coming to a close, I'd want to ask, and I like that Martha has said, it's a good distinction between the man and the man of God. Yeah. So what are some of the things that you do to maintain, or rather to ensure that there's a safe space at home for him to be just a man? Yeah. When he comes home.
He doesn't feel like he's pastor home, pastor
just church, pastor kila mahali. Because you also just married the man.
Yes.
Yeah, you did not marry the pastor.
The pastor.
So some nice things you do to fill his cup, to create that safe space at home, that a young wife who's married to a youth worker or the other way around, to just ensure, I feel like it's what you've said, to create the harmony. I like that. I think I really like that,
Well, I'll start and then Chico will finish with a punch.
Lelo. Jehovah.
I think for me, one of the things that I do deliberately or intentionally is when Sasino comes home from whatever I'm doing, whether it's cooking, whether I'm in the room, whether I'm whatever, I will always go and acknowledge that he has arrived.
Mm.
All right. And that's something that I think just came to my mind of how important it is for when he comes to already feel the temperature is correct for him to come.
Oh, okay.
So that, sometimes it's so easy. Uko kwa room, he's arrived. He's like, he'll find me where I am. But I think it's important for me to intentionally acknowledge that he has arrived.
Yeah.
And immediately, and be warm about it. Sometimes whether it's not because that you're very happy, like you can be in a weird space.
yeah.
Like when he was leaving the house, maybe you're not okay. But when he comes back, how do I make sure that he has come and he feels it is safe?
It is
It is safe, it is warm. And you can come.
Hey, Martha.
It is true.
Martha.
It is true. Just acknowledging. And you'll notice, even you when you're going home, you want to be acknowledged that you have arrived. Most of the times, it's just the children who acknowledge.
Yes.
You've come, they hug,
Yeah,
so, but even me as a wife, I need to intentionally acknowledge that you've arrived. So I feel like that's where it begins. That's where it begins. And then from there, of course, it's the rest. Indio. If there's food, how was your day, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like the initial just coming in is important.
It's important.
And I think that food is important.
It's
Food
very
is
important.
Food, and there are many types of food, my dear sisters.
Sis,
There are many types of food. And these kinds of foods, I don't know, is this that show?
yes. Don't make us be kicked out of Kuza. But
It's important to be generous with food. Whether it's
All types of food.
all types of food.
All
If
types
you
of
get it,
food.
you get it.
If you get it, you get it.
Yeah, because then therein comes the safety that this person is accepted, this person is loved. I feel like if there's withholding of even as a child, you're there, you're at home, your mom is like, oh, there are mandazi here, but not for you. There's a way you're feeling like, wow,
Why?
okay. Where can I go as in
There's a
you get?
rejection.
Yeah, there's a
be-
feeling of rejection. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's important to be generous in all those aspects for there to be safety and harmony.
Wow. Eesh.
I love that.
She could finish with that
That's
one.
so
Generous.
good.
Wow.
You know why it's so good? Because it's practical.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And it's real because there's, and I like that, the safety part that he comes home and you actually, because life can get a lot
Ugly out there.
Life
So imagine
is
then.
a lot. And even just for you as a wife, you're just thinking, yata mi nilikam, nani alijua nimekam?
Nani alinikujia?
Nani
Finally, the
alikujia?
welcome.
But I think some marriage is such a death to self because you're just like, this is how I'm feeling,
Yeah.
but because I committed to do this thing,
Wow.
I'll take that. That's a good one.
It's a good one.
Finish with a punch.
Apple for food, it's true. Stop laughing, Odek.
All types
Oh,
of
baby, Odek is here.
Yeah, it's there. So, yeah.
The food part, it's so true. Especially, story, anytime I'd go to my folks' house, I'd leave him. Like, si nyumba iko, sufuria sijabeba, sijabeba chakula.
Nameko?
I am sure bado unakumbuka kupika. Knock yourself out. And so it happened for a while. Until Luani alinikalisha chini. Akaniambia kibeba. Do you know I've been eating?
Tell us.
No, so generous. Kibebwa.
Nateseka.
Just furia iko.
Miukula fries. And I'm like, but si unajua kupika. Ako, but I want your food. I don't want to go buy food. Like we do take out, but at times I really just want to come home and get your food. I want to eat your food. And so after that, by the way, ebu ni clap here. Mi upika hata nikienda kwa madhe.
Let's clap for Shiko.
Unafikanga kwa gate. And so for us, I think what has worked is anytime he goes on ministry, even if it's emceeing, I know Odek doesn't eat, especially weddings and all that. He doesn't eat. So when he comes home, he gets food. That's the one thing that he'll get. He'll get food. And so he comes in, how was your day? Or rather, kwanza inanzangana, ingia, shower, come sit, and just asking. I've discovered just asking, how was your day? Even with kids, just how was your day? It's a way for even just you as a person, just someone asking you, how was your day?
Yeah.
It's a way for you to just decompress and those ones for this and this happened. And so now you're sharing with someone how your day was. And I think being friends also just helps because you get to understand when he comes home a certain way, okay, uyu, acha nisimwengage sai. Let me give him some time and then we can talk later. Or, let's jump in. Kama tumeenda. I think that's it.
Yeah.
For me, it's home. Literally, it's just home. It's a place for him to just chill.
Yeah.
And I think it got to a point, we came up with a rule. When it figures a certain time, we are not doing phone calls. We are not doing text messages. Just chill.
Nice.
Just chill. Watch whatever it is you're watching. We're having family time. We're having us time because the kids are in bed by 7:30. So we also now just get to just be us and him to just rest without people jumping on him. Food, both. Now I'm talking about the second
The
one.
other food.
Again, mtu hakukuoa, ukae tu hapo. We see cinema, we see movie, and all that.
Tell us, Dad.
Whether, I think that food, at the end of the day, he's a man. Aside from being a man of God, he is a man. And you as a woman, whether you like it or not, you want it. So for us, even if you're mad at each other, that's the one thing we are not withholding from each other. Because why am I holding it from you?
Yeah.
And then I'm always like, what am I going to do with it?
Sorry. I forgot my podcast laugh. Let me bring back my
Bring me back.
And so just understanding that at the end of the day, in as much as, both of you are serving, yes, you're ministers of God, but at the end of the day, when you come home, you're a man and a woman. You're married. So you might as well just knock yourselves out.
Yeah.
And for some weird reason, it always makes everything just better. Hata kama mlikuwa mmekosana, it just makes everything better. So why not? You will know.
Yeah, I'm just like,
you will know. You do not. You will know when the time comes.
Guys.
And so just making it home. Let it be warm for him.
Yeah.
Let it be his safe space.
Yeah.
And also learning that to say no to certain people. At times you just want to chill. But of course, people want to come because, again, it's home. At times we think that home is just for us.
Right.
But you find that home is also for people that you serve with and people who are your friends and all that. But also learning that it's also your safe space. And so for me, ilifika mahali, I'm like, no, that person can't come. Babe, you're tired. You need to rest. You need to rest. If the person comes, of course, people are leaving at 12 and then probably you have an early morning.
Yeah.
So you can push it to probably the next day after you're done.
Mm.
So you also have to, not now.
Yes.
We can do it the next day.
The next.
Yeah.
Just make it a peaceful place
Yeah.
for everyone to exist. Yeah.
Wow. Make home a peaceful space. Jeez.
Yeah.
You guys, I think you have so much. It was like a depth. I think Nabado had to just scratch the surface. But yeah, as always, good things must come to an end. Yeah, because I just wanted to also talk to the broken youth worker whose marriage is broken.
Please, let's do that.
Yeah,
before
I
we
think
finish.
maybe
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Part 2.
Part 2. We have
Part
to.
2.
Yeah,
Will you guys
the
come
back.
back?
We have to be told part 2 because we also need to speak to the one who's
Yeah.
who
The
his
marriage
marriage
is
has
breaking,
broken.
yeah.
And they're feeling what
Oh,
next. But
okay.
guys, part 2, we have to also leave some room for suspense. What next? Right
Yes.
there, we need Shiko and Martha
Yeah.
back just to talk
And also
about
questions
more.
they might
And
want
also,
us
yeah,
to ask
questions
them.
even as
Yeah.
we build up to our advanced conference. So I know we'll have a lot there, but this was amazing. Thank you so much. I think I have learned a lot. Even me, I take notes because me already, if I'm single and sometimes I'm petty, so I'm imagining, jeez, Lord. But
Your petty will become
imagine PhD level. Maybe I'm comparing nursery level, and I've been
There's
feeling
an
like,
upgrading it does.
But Ma, this is amazing, and I think it's just good to always have this knowledge there, and just show that also good marriages are there. They take work, but they're there, and it's the harmony. It's not that everything will be rosy, but
Yeah.
as you said, there'll be harmony.
harmony.
Yeah, so that's what we expect, and thank you.
Yes, this was so
Wow.
amazing. It was so wholesome. It
Yeah.
was so practical, which is what I loved about it. And I hope you, as a youth worker, whether you are the one married to the youth worker or you're the youth worker, that this has been helpful to you, that it has equipped, it has empowered, and it has also been a resource for you.
Yeah.
As we've said, we'll come back again to discuss about, I read a very interesting statistic that says the average length of Christian marriages is 1 year. And I feel like that's very heartbreaking. So we'll come back again and just discuss that aspect that Ruth has brought about broken marriages, and just what can we do?
Yeah.
And even just the aspect of discipleship. I know we've touched on it, but how does that look like in our everyday marriages? Thank you so much for joining us for this episode. Once again, big shout out to Kuza for being our partner. And we're jamming up for Advance, which shall be April 22nd to 24th.
Yeah.
We shall be at ACK St. Mark's Westlands. More information coming on this. Please check out all our social media pages to see more information about the Advance Conference and to just get more content that will equip, empower, and become a resource to you. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.